Marquee matchup here. It's Cal Poly versus CSU Fullerton in the group stage of the 2019 Regional Championships for the WCRHL Division II. And these are the top two teams from Division II. It's a big game for them, and Cal Poly starting off firing as Alex Waddell was working his way through. We're watching the WCRHL 2019 Regional Championships from the Ringsat Corona inline. Brian Strong here on the call as Cal Poly squares up against CSU Fullerton. The shot coming out, and Nick Leacox makes the save. So chances both ways for both teams so far. Once again, huge matchup between these two teams as Alex Waddell sends another shot through. It skips back out. Working with it, CSU Fullerton come across the shot, ends up high and out of play. These two teams finish the regular season with the exact same standings, 11-3-1. Cal Poly technically taking first place after tiebreakers and such, but it doesn't matter much here. CSU Fullerton with a bit of trouble trying to get it out of their own zone. Cal Poly is pressuring. Rustlin Patterson behind the net for the Titans. Fullerton's getting on in the shot, they score! Andrew Wong putting the first goal of the game through past Nick Leacox. And Fullerton have picked up the first goal of the game. Coming early on into this one. Cal Poly, CSU Fullerton, again, huge matchup here. Potential preview of the Division II finals that will be taking place tomorrow morning. Cal Poly riding a 2-0 winning streak, as I believe the Titans are doing as well. Yet the Titans coming fresh off of wins against both Chico State and San Jose State. Same for the Mustangs. So saving the best for last year tonight, as it'll be the final game of the night for both of these teams. And again, Andrew Wong has the first goal of the game here for CSU Fullerton. Fullerton again with it, with speed. Dylan Cameron behind the net. He stops up and kicks that one back out to the point. Fullerton with it in their own zone. They'll look to break it out. Now skating through center with it. Titans coming up, and Leacox clamps down on that one as it was just laid out right in front of him. And he makes a easy stop there to put the glove over it. So Titans coming out firing in the meeting between both of these teams. They split the season series. They played 2 games. Cal Poly picking up the first win 6-2 all the way back in October in San Jose. Most recently, CSU Fullerton picking up the win over Cal Poly 5-3, and that was back in January right here in Corona. Generally some high-scoring games from these two teams. And we've already have one goal on the board here, coming courtesy of Andrew Wong. Joe Blakewell with it behind the net. Comes up ahead here, out to center, and will have to be batted away by CSU Fullerton's goaltender, Ron Best. Back behind the net, though. John Leone or Alex Waddell trying to work that one around, and he will. So Leone sends it back for Blakewell. Blakewell giving it for Jack Pavic. Pavic the shot that's blocked, and it will end up in the corner, but went out of play first. So stoppage of play here with 7:52 to go in the game. Sorry, in the first period. Faced off one back by CSU Fullerton, and now taking it back the other way. It's poked off with the stick of the tight end here, but he tries to, and he will send that one back using the boards there, but Waddell picks up the pass. Waddell now moving the other way. Cross pass here, John Leone. Leone sends a shot in. Ron Best was there to stop that one. Fast pace between these two teams here. Not too much possession as it comes back the other way. Sent all the way back, though, for Troiano in the far corner, now behind the net. Fullerton brings it back in again. The shot, and Leacox, the diving save, comes out of his crease for that one, as involved in the collision with Joseph Francis from CSU Fullerton. Cal Poly holding it behind their own net. Jake Somm has to fans on that pass, chases after, picks it up. Nathan Kadzaroff now. The freshman for the Mustangs. Up ahead with it. Reversing it back for Kadzaroff, and he'll be able to send the one back down low. Working with it, Danny Kumata. Poked away though, and he's still on it. Back for Stamm, moving on in. Sends that one out in front, and the pass is broken up. Fullerton comes back the other way. Hines moving again. Gets to the inside, the shot. Saved by Leacox, and he gets the rebound as well. Nick Leacox coming up with two huge saves there to keep the Mustangs in it. Mustangs working with it the other way now. Back now for CSU Fullerton. And Nick Leacox, another save. So Leacox standing on his head so far in this one after an early goal there by Andrew Wong for the Titans. Face off, picked up by the Mustangs. Chris Audi motors it up the other way. Taken off his stick though by the Fullerton defender. And Troiano will pick it up along the boards. 5:30 remaining in this first period. Fullerton have it deep inside the Cal Poly zone. Jack Pavic looking to guard the tight end here. Joseph Francis wheeling around. He loses it though, and Alex Chappell comes up with it. A one-on-one here for Chappell. The shot saved by Ron Best. SD card. Back here is Cal Poly trailing by 1, 4:40 remaining in this first period. Andrew Wong with the opening goal here for the Titans. Andrew Wong with 3 goals, 5 assists on the season. That's good for 8 points here as Cal Poly looking to break out of their own zone with speed now. Danny Kumada, he comes through right through center, looking for the shot, and Ron Best was there for that one as he looked for a last-second shot. Kumada now along the boards, but it's picked up by Joseph Francis. 4 minutes in this opening period. A shot from Ethan Flores that sent the stick of Joe Blakewell flying out of his hands. And we've got 3:50 now on this clock. CSU Fullerton pretty much been able to shut down a lot of the chances after some early looks for the Mustangs. Haven't had much offensive pressure as Alex Waddell picks the pocket and sends it off the boards. Joe Blakewell will now recover it behind the net. Danny Kumada not able to pick it up the boards, and that's why Sam Blakewell's there. He'll pick it up. Send that one back for his brother, Joe Blakewell. Blakewell brothers out today, and why not? They've been lighting it up here in the playoffs. Sam Blakewell actually leads the Mustangs in points, 3 goals, 2 assists in the first two games here as he tries to take that one through. Bouncing puck, though, can't settle it down. Older brother Joe Blakewell, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Every Mustang has picked up a point so far in these playoffs. Andrew Wong sends it back for Fullerton as they hold on to it with 2:30 to go. James Maloney behind the net right now. We've got one down deep. It's Dylan Kammer, the leading scorer in Division II. Most points, most goals in the regular season with 35 goals, 15 assists for 50 points. Also has 7 game-winning goals. Huge offensive presence here, and that's why he's looking for these stretch passes. And there's one that's a bit too hard off the glass. Sam Blakewell will beat him to it. Blakewell picks it up, works upon himself, and sends it back for Alex Chappell. Chappell will be able to get his way over to that one. Has Nathan Katzaroff and Chris Aldi out there as well. Katzaroff with it. Skating through, out in front, and the rebound won't go. Ron Best laid out with a 2-pad stack. 1:40 now in this first period. Big chance there as Sam Blakewell worked it the other way, and that's the speed of the freshman Nathan Katzaroff and Sam Blakewell making plays down below. But now here comes Dylan Kammer, and Chris Aldi takes that one away from him. One final minute of the first period here as Jack Pavick tries to pitch that one out. Sam Blakewell will pick it up, though, and he'll wheel around with this one. Looking to enter the zone. Blakewell, the freshman, sends a shot in, picks up his own rebound, but bats it with his glove, and it actually ends up in the Titans' possession. CSU Fullerton with it now. 30 seconds in this first period. And they're content to look for a controlled breakout here at Fullerton with it behind their own net. 20 seconds now in the opening period. Matthew Bodge with it off the glass, though. 17 seconds left. They're forcing the Mustangs to make a move here. And so far the Mustangs just putting on some pressure, but not going too hard for this one. Puck pass that's chipped off. 3 seconds left. Pitch ahead for Katzaroff, but they're tied up. And the period will end, and CSU Fullerton will take the 1-0 lead after the opening frame here. We'll be right back with the second period. Oh. Back for the second period. The Titans leading 1-0 over the Mustangs here. They've been able to stifle the Cal Poly offense, but Cal Poly now out of the face-off, and a shot that comes up high. Joe Blakewell sending that shot in. Cal Poly, Division II team here. You have to reiterate once again, this is a huge matchup between these two teams. It's the teams that finished with the exact same record at the top of Division II this season. 11-3-1, both the standings for both of these teams. So once again, marquee matchup. They split their season series. Cal Poly winning the first game when these two teams met, and CSU Fullerton winning the most recent game. And right now they hold the lead in the newest edition of Cal Poly versus Cal State Fullerton, as they look to take it out in front. They'll take it behind the net and wheel back over at the top of the circle. Pass though, loses it, and now Waddell comes out. Waddell across. Audi the shot, and that one comes off the glass. Audi in with it. Waddell trying to get that one out, but it's picked up by Troiano, and up ahead for Joseph Francis, who will take it back, setting it up, and nice play there as Troiano falls in the same spot that his teammate did, Matthew Bodge. Cal Poly taking it the other way. Joe Blakewell's pass doesn't quite land, and neither does Chris Audi's, but Blakewell will pick it up along the boards, send it all the way back for Daniel Kumada. Now Joe Blakewell can't get the pass through, and they'll settle this one down here. 1-0 lead for CSU Fullerton. 10:20 to go in this second period. Waddell now will hold it behind the net. Kumada now with it. He skates through center. Chris Crossing sends the shot in. Best there to stop that one. The rebound picked up by Fullerton. Joseph Francis again with it. And a great clear there by Cal Poly defender. But Fullerton will maintain possession, so not much possession for the Mustangs so far this game, really. Especially not in this second period, but there's still 9:30 to go on the clock in the second period here. Dylan Kammer up with it, cannot get around the defender though, and Jack Pavic has it again, sends that one back behind the net, and Fullerton picks it up. Rustlin Patterson with it now. Patterson holding it behind his own net. Sends it up for Andrew Wong, who has the goal for the Titans, a lone goal in this game, as there's 8 minutes on this clock. 9 minutes left. Shot by Wong again. Lee Cox coming up big there with a couple of saves. And chipped ahead by Kumada, chipped ahead again. Now for John Leone. Leone settling it down. He works it out. Out in front the shot, and no, it doesn't go. Jake Stamm, receiving the pass from Leone, wasn't able to put that one-timer through. Dylan Cameron now. Shot that is blocked and deflected into the corner. Jake Stamm takes Cameron to the corner. Daniel Kumada cannot get around it. Actually, he does, and he still has it. Daniel Kumada working it through. Now still has it. The backhander doesn't go. What a series of plays there by Daniel Kumada. Almost as if he has the puck on a string there as he works it through the tight ends. And now some possession here for the Mustangs. Working it down low. The shot out in front, and Ron Best covers. Sam Blakewell coming through with that shot. Ron Best, the senior goaltender for CSU Fullerton, giving Nick Leacox a run for his money for best goaltender in the Division II level. He's first in saves, but that would be because CSU Fullerton lets in much more shots than Cal Poly does. Ron Best has faced 100 more shots than Nick Leacox has. .836 save percentage for Ron Best. Nick Leacox has a .847, so once again, these two goaltenders closely ranked here. And Cal Poly defense a bit better at stopping the shots from coming to the net than Fullerton's, as Chris Audi holds it at the far circle. Still on it. And he will be taking out the puck there. Alex Chappell now will have to try to get it away from Matthew Bodger. Sorry, that's Joseph Francis coming up with it for the tight ends. Pass to the slot, and they score! CSU Fullerton makes it a 2-goal lead. Ethan Flores picking up the goal there. And a beautiful shot really from him, ringing the iron post, bar down and in. And CSU Fullerton have taken a 2-goal lead with 7 minutes to go in this second period. Off the face-off, it's Cal Poly to control it. Joe Blakewell. Daniel Kumada now back for Blakewell. Blakewell reverses it back, but Jack Pavick wasn't quite ready for that play, and now it'll be back for Fullerton's Joseph Francis. Francis carrying it in now. Looks to put the shake on. He'll be able to pitch that one back for Troy Yana, who works it down low. Sent back again as they're playing with it along the boards here. Matthew Bodge holding it now for CSU Fullerton. And playing for it along the boards here. Falling on it. Out in front for Pavick. Pavick the shot, and Best makes the save. Ethan Flores picked up his first goal of the playoffs with that beautiful shot there to beat Nick Leacox, who's in the high slot, and now it's a 2-0 lead for the Titans. Good pressure here from Jake Stamm, forechecking here as Fullerton are looking to hold it down low. Rustin Patterson now looking to drive that up the left side, but won't be able to. John Leone sends that one across. Kadzaroff now with it, he holds on. Tries to send a soft pass in there, but it's picked up by Kammer. Up ahead for James Maloney. Maloney getting around the defender and scores. Off the backhand, James Maloney makes it 3-0 for Fullerton, and there's 5 minutes now in the second period. Off the faceoff, Maloney, the goal scorer. Maloney with his second goal of the playoffs, so now he has 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in the 2019 regional playoffs, regional championships. Of course, CSU, Fullerton, Cal Poly both so far 2-0 in pool play, so pretty much fighting for first and second seed here after they both took down Chico State and San Jose State. Those 2 teams can't contend. San Jose State did just pick up a 9-8 win over Chico State in overtime as players battle for it here. And Alex Waddell looking to force this one through, and he will be able to. A shot from the side by Alex Chappell, and Ron Best was there to stop that one. Best really heads up play right now for the senior goaltender. He's only allowed 4 goals on 31 shots. In the playoffs so far, Nick Leacox has allowed 6 goals on 38. So Ron Best performing slightly better here based on the numbers, as another shot comes through off the post. A chance for Waddell. Doesn't go. Alex Chappell behind the net. He's taken into the boards. He's able to get it out for Waddell. Waddell holding on to it, sends it up top. Skating with it. Pavic down for Waddell. The backhander that rises, and it caught Ron Best in the chest. I'm not sure he was quite ready for that one, but positional save, I suppose. Waddell again with it. Shot that one. Hits the glass behind the net and comes back out for Joe Blakewell, who will send that one back. Jack Pavic able to pick it up. Backhands it to Alex Waddell, who sends it behind the net. For Pavic again. Pavic reverses it for Waddell. So Mustangs finally getting some pressure there, a flurry of chances, but once again, Ron Best really coming up big as Mustangs finally getting a good amount of shots on and some decent looks at picking up their first goal of this game as CSU Fullerton leads 3-0 with 3 minutes to go in this second period. Joe Blakewell holding on to it. For Waddell the one time, and he pitches that one pretty wide as Jack Pavic able to get a stick on that one, but he just sends it back for Joseph Francis, which Waddell breaks up the play off the glove of Pavic. He comes up with it, the shot, and that one ends up wide. Troiano on it now. Huge chances for the Mustangs and none of them going. Troiano the other way. Sends it all the way back for Joseph Francis. Francis the shot, and it's blocked out in front. Back out for the Mustangs. End-to-end action happening here. The shot saved by Best. Sam Blakewell looking for a potential fourth goal of the regional championships here. Once again, he's leading the Mustangs in points with 3 goals and 2 assists. Behind him, there are 4 Mustangs with 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points. That's Alex Waddell, Daniel Kumada, Nathan Katzaroff, and Joe Blakewell, as Ruslin Patterson comes up with it. He holds it on the near boards here, but it's taken away by Jake Stom. Daniel Kumada now sends it back for Leone. Leone trying to give it back to Kumada. Wasn't quite ready for that one. Kumada, though, still with it. Leaves it back. Leone picks up the pass. Shot out in front. Glove down by Best. The rebound bounces. And it's picked up by Fullerton. They hold on to it. Sending that one up for Andrew Wong. He leaves it for Joseph Francis, who moves on in, sends a shot. That one's deflected up high into the opposite corner. And Sam Blakewell holding on to it now. Sends it ahead for John Leone. Off his stick, but Mustangs still control it. Danny Kumada. 3-0 lead for the Titans. Shot out, and the deflection. Jake Stombo's looking for it. And now back the other way. CSU Fullerton. Final minute in the second period. They have a 3-goal lead. They send it all the way back for Dylan Kammer. And he sends it across for Ethan Flores. Ethan Flores working in now. The shot, the rebound comes out as Leacox made that first stop. 35 seconds to go in the second period. 3-0 lead for Fullerton. Passed out for Kumada, or for Sam Blakewell, who's the back for Kumada. Kumada, the slap shot, that one comes hard around. Now it's Chris Audi up top. 20 seconds. Leaves it for John Leone. Leone mishandles it though. And now Dylan Kammer, the shot off the post. 10 seconds to go. Danny Kumada has it. 5 seconds, he slows down the play. Puts it out in front, Best with the save. And they clear that one down. So a last second chance there, and Mustangs unable to convert. 3-0 lead here for CSU Fullerton. We'll be heading into the third period shortly. Back for the third period, and it's grind time for Cal Poly Hockey as they trail 3-0 to CSU Fullerton. The new Division II rivals between these two teams, as once again they're at the top of the standings in Division II after the regular season with the exact same scoreline, 11-3-1. Fullerton now 3 goals on the board here after 1 in the first period and 2 in the second period. And Ron Best has really been standing on his head, blocking all the chances from the Mustangs, and trust me, there have been many of them. Cal Poly have had good offensive pressure, but it's just been going the way of the Titans so far. But there's one more period potentially left in this game as Nathan Azaroff tries to take that one in front. Kadzaroff with it again, the freshman. The pass is broken up off of a nice play by Matthew Bodge, and he'll tie up Kadzaroff, who will still be able to come up with it. Brings it out in front, taken off his stick. Kadzaroff working down low. And he's taken off the puck and sat down there by one of the Titans, who now working back the other way. Drop there, and the shot coming through. And now they'll continue to work on with it. Into the boards, Matthew Bodge taken hard into the boards by Waddell, who's now guarding James Maloney. They reverse it back though, and Joe Blakewell will come up with it. Stoppage of play here. Face-off will be over to the right of Ron Best, who once again has just been having an absolutely amazing game. Sorry, not face off a bit further out of the circle here. As I was saying, Ron Best just having a huge game here for the Titans as Jack Pavic will come back with it. Now a break here for Fullerton, saved by Leacox. Dylan Kammer finding some space and some time to get a shot off, and Nick Leacox shuts down Division II's leading scorer, Dylan Kammer. To start out this third period, we are just 2 minutes into it, and already some action happening. Daniel Kumada with it, the captain. Kumada leaves it for Alex Chappell, who sends it up for Jack Pavic, who has room. Pavic backhander, pass out in front, and Pavic fans on the one-timer. Daniel Kumada was looking to set him up on a give-and-go play there. Wasn't quite able to, as Sam Blakewell trying to reverse that one back for Kumada, and it will work out. As the senior Daniel Kumada skates ahead with it. Sends a shot pass that ends up skipping through Jack Pavic. Sam Blakewell up top with it. Across for Alex Chappell. Back for Blakewell. The freshman Sam Blakewell with it. Sends it ahead for Alex Chappell. Chappell has some room, and he'll take it. Sends a shot, and Ron Best there with the glove. Nathan Katsara picks it up off the faceoff. He sends it up top. Audi, the shot, and it is deflected up high. So Nathan Katsara looking to set up Chris Audi. And a fun fact, that is a 23-year age difference between those two members for the Mustangs. Chris Audi, the senior transfer, and Nathan Katsara, the freshman who's really come up as a playmaker for the Mustangs. As Troiano holds it here for CSU Fullerton. Nathan Katsara, he 5'8", 170 pounds, as he sends a shot there off the one-timer. Didn't quite get enough on that as it went wider than that. Chris Audi out in front, the rebound, and it's picked up by CSU Fullerton, who work it back the other way. The Titans, the shot, Leacox with the glove saved off a Troiano shot. Play continues here. Katsarov is streaking down the left side, takes it out in front, it's taken off his stick. Trying to battle for that one there, and it won't go. Back the other way for CSU Fullerton. Trying to send that one out in front, and not too happy with himself is Ethan Flores, as now John Leone has on the other end. Back and forth action continues. Pass broken up, but Blakewell still ends up with it. It's the junior Joe Blakewell. Back for Jack Pavic, who leaves it for John Leone, who sends it right back to Pavic. Back to Leone. The shot saved by Best. Alex Waddell now with it. He'll look to skate in. It's taken off and flutters into the far corner. It'll come back out for Joe Blakewell, who sends it back for Daniel Kumada. Blakewell gives it back for Pavic. Just under 7 minutes to go in this third period. Cal Poly have had chances, but it's not enough right now. CSU Fullerton controlling it in their own zone. Troiano with it behind his own net. Yano, the senior out of Orange, California, leads the team in assists with 17 and also has 6 power play goals here. Fullerton with it. Dylan Kammer wheeling it around. He takes it all the way around, does a little perusing of the offensive zone there before taking it back into his own zone and giving it over for Ethan Flores. Flores now looking to skate through center, and a pass to Dylan Kammer. A little bit too quick on that one as Joe Blakewell takes Kammer into the boards. Battling forward, it comes back out for Fullerton. And Jack Pavic, great stop there to break up the offensive pressure as the time was coming in. Now Daniel Kumada skimming the other way, poked away from him. He tries to play it along the boards here, but he'll have to battle it out with Kammer. Sorry, that's actually Andrew Wong he's battling it with. Now in the opposite corner for Rustlin Patterson. Alex Waddell able to pick up that errant pass that was coming around. Audi now sends it up for Waddell. Waddell skating through, sends the shot, and that ends up high. Waddell with a great look after putting a reverse hit onto, I believe that was Joseph Francis, but the shot just sailing high up into the netting. Hitting the Canadian flag up there. Not sure if that's disrespectful or not, but we'll see what happens now as Cal State Fullerton, 5:30 remaining in the third period. They have a comfortable 3-goal lead, and they've really just been stopping everything coming the other way from the Mustangs. Fullerton working it in. Out in front, the save! The toe save by Nick Leacox. Out in front again, and Leacox makes another save. Andrew Wong had a chance out in front, and Nick Leacox with 2 big saves there for the Mustangs to keep it a 3-goal game. Nathan Katzaroff sends it up ahead. A shot, the second chance, they score! Cal Poly on the board, and it's Alex Chappell who makes it off his own rebound. Oh, damn it. Actually, Sam Blakewell? Sam Blakewell with the goal there as he picks up his own rebound off of Nathan Katzaroff, making the play. A beautiful pass through the feet of the CSU Fullerton defender to bring Sam Blakewell ahead, and Sam Blakewell continues to lead the Mustangs in scoring. In the regionals, that is. That's his 4th goal of the regional tournament, his 6th point of it, and Nathan Katzaroff coming up with his 3rd assist for 5 points. So now it's the 2 freshmen on this team leading in points right now. They're coming up big in their first ever regionals as Chris Audi motors on through, sends a shot, scores! Put it in drive, Chris Audi comes up big, and the Mustangs are within 1. Chris Audi coming through with the shot, and Mustangs 2 quick ones on the board to bring themselves within 1 late in this third period. 4:10 to go. As Chris Audi notches his 2nd goal of regionals here. 4 minutes on the board now. Mustangs within 1. They have cut down this lead. Alex Waddell, a slap shot that ends up high into the corner behind the net. And John Leone picks it up. Sends it back. Waddell the shot. They score! It's tied! It's a new game as Alex Waddell with a one-timer. The Mustangs have climbed that mountain back 3-3. Unbelievable here from the Mustangs, scoring 3 goals with almost definitely less than a minute between each one. 3 different goal scorers as well. Sam Blakewell, Chris Audi, and Alex Waddell. So 2 seniors coming up big in the marquee matchup of the Division II Regional Championship. Back for Jake Stamm. Mustangs have all the momentum now with 3.5 minutes to go in this third period. It is tied at 3-3. Alex Waddell moving in. Mustangs buzzing now in the offensive zone. Waddell trying to bring that one out in front for another look. Ron Best able to stop that one. It will come back out for the Mustangs up top. Jack Pavic off the boards. Waddell with it again. He loses it though. And coming back across. Great play there by Jack Pavic to break up the play as Joseph Francis was looking to make the pass. This is coming down to the wire, just under 3 minutes. John Leone up for Jake Stom, who gives it back for Leone. 3 unanswered goals by the Mustangs in less than a minute apart. Daniel Kumata shipping that one up and out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Mustang zone. Update to the scoring here as a shot for onto Leacox. He makes the save and covers it. Coming up big, the sophomore. Nick Leacox covers it. Update to the scoring though, Alex Chappell scoring that first goal to get the Mustangs back in it from Nathan Katzarf. Chris Audi from Nathan Katzarf and Alex Chappell. Alex Waddell scoring from John Leone. So 2 points from Alex Chappell and Nathan Katzarov to get the Mustangs back in this one. A shot out in front. Ron Best makes it the save out into the corner. It'll come back the other way for CSU Fullerton. A 3-on-2 developing here. And now turning on the Jets out in front. They can't handle it though. Joseph Francis with the shot. Leacox the save. Dylan Cameron was driving towards the net there and could not make the play happen, as Nick Leacox made the save off of Joseph Francis's shot on the second try by the Titans. We've got end-to-end action going on now in the 2 minutes left in this third period. It's tied 3-3. Huge plays here by the Mustangs to bring themselves back into it. Matthew Bodge now with the puck for CSU Fullerton. He continues to skate on in it. The junior out of Huntington Beach. Troiano now with it, and he mishandles it, so Danny Kumata comes up with it, and he'll motor down the other way. Kumata with speed through center. Looks for the shot, and it's off the netting, goes up high. 1:30 to go in this third period. Crazy end-to-end action here with pretty much the last 5 minutes of this period, as Cal Poly have scored 3 unanswered to tie it up after they were held scoreless for the first 2 periods of this game. One of the goal scorers holding it now, Chris Audi, the 42-year-old, the senior. Nathan Katzarov has 2 assists as he skates on through the freshman, gives it back for Waddell, the shot. Best makes that stop. It's loose out in front, and Fullerton picks it up. It's the final 60 seconds of play here in the third period. Fullerton with it. Guarded well, Leacox fights that one off. Chris Audi to pick it up. Audi across for Waddell. 45 seconds on the clock, Nathan Katzarov.
Oh my God.
Sends it across. Jake Stom the shot, that one slides through. And now back for Fullerton. Slowing it down, they skate on with it. Great defensive stop there though, and a penalty called on that play. And I'm not even sure what the call would be. A hooking call drawn by Troiano. With 28 seconds left on the clock, CSU Fullerton will have a power play.
That was fucking weak. Oh my God.
2-minute power play here for the Mustangs, and they'll have to dig deep here. They've scored 3 unanswered to pick up momentum, but now a power play for CSU Fullerton. 28 seconds on the clock here. Daniel Kumata wins it back. Out on the power play for CSU Fullerton, Rustlin Patterson, Dylan Kammer, Joseph Francis, and I believe Troiano. They hold it out up top. Daniel Kumata picks it up on the boards after breaking up the pass. Can't skate through the defender though, but he'll do his best to kill off some time here. Rustlin Patterson putting Kumata into the boards, and the clock will run down and we'll head into overtime. How else would this end in this marquee matchup between these two teams? Overtime is upcoming as Cal Poly scored 3, stormed back in the third period, scored 3 unanswered to tie up this game. But now a power play after Alex Waddell takes a penalty on a hooking call late in that third period. We're about ready for overtime. An intense game, an intense matchup between the two top teams from the Division II level. There's 132 on the board for the power play, and I suppose a 4-minute overtime period. Not sure how the overtime periods work here in regionals. They used to be full 12-minute periods. Oh, yep, and it will be 12 minutes on the clock. So Cal Poly looking to dig in deep here as CSU Fullerton will have a man advantage to start the overtime for a minute and a half. Nick Leacox, once again, huge stopper for the Mustangs. He leads Division II in goals against average and the save percentage, also 3 shutouts on the year. So the second year of play at the division, at this level, he's come up big. CSU Fullerton now maintaining it in the zone. They have it down low, out in front, it's broken up by Pavic. A second shot, and they score! Troy Yano, a game winner, and the Mustangs off the power play. The Titans have picked up where they left off in the second period and have picked up the win here in overtime as Troy Yano picks it up. So that's the end of the game here as the Mustangs come up just short as a power play goal by Troy Yano gives CSU Fullerton the win. Thanks for joining us here at WCRHL 2019 Regional Championships. As CSU Fullerton, we're going to be taking that first seed in the Division II Regionals with this win over the Mustangs. But sure we'll be seeing a rematch here as these two teams on a collision course in the finals